morning. I am slightly veering off my normal routine today. Normally I would come home, do the dishwasher, put a load of washing on, blah, blah, blah. But my husband's coat has a tear in it, and if I don't do it straight away, the day will go on and, oh, there it is, I won't have done it. So I thought I'll sit down, start the filming and get it done. Basically what he's done is he's torn under here. I think like he goes to the gym every morning. He's not like a proper gym buff or anything like that, but I think he's just gained enough muscle that he's just a little bit bulkier under the arms than he was. Perhaps that's the only thing I can think, like, otherwise why have you suddenly ripped your coat? What the hell? So I said, just, it's not, I mean it is quite cold today, but I was like, just don't wear it and I will fix it, and then by tomorrow it will be ready to wear again. And this is part of the whole thing, you know. Many people would just be like, oh, there's a hole in the coat, rubbish, get rid. And you know, to me, I can't understand that. I genuinely can't understand that mentality, but I know that it exists. I do not subscribe to that way of doing. I would much rather spend a little bit of time repairing something than having to spend another £100, whatever, on a coat or whatever they cost. And you know, this isn't going to be the neatest job. I am not amazing at sewing. I don't even know what I'm blooming doing half the time, but I will give it a go and it will do. And that will mean that his coat will live on to see another day, because there's nothing else wrong with it. I mean, it's not very good that it's ripped like this. It's a decent coat. It was from Mountain Warehouse, so it's not like it was just a cheap coat, but for whatever reason it is ripped. But there we go. So that's what I'm going to do first of all, and then I will quickly do a load of washing, do the dishwasher, and then today what I need to get done really is, I've got, I'm sure I've mentioned before, I'm a governor at Lily and William's primary school, and we have a meeting tonight, and I am chair of one of the committees, and I have to feed back to the other committee about what we talked about in our last committee meeting, rather than this is like the overall, like all of the governors come together, the full governor meeting. So I have to write that up so that I know what to feed back. So I need to do that today. Otherwise I'll arrive later and be like, oh sorry guys, I don't actually remember what we did at the last committee meeting. So I need to do that. That won't take too long. I just need to gather my wits about me. I need to feed my sourdough starter, and I don't need to make a loaf of bread. I made one yesterday. I'll show you. Oh my goodness, I'm so proud of myself. It's really doing well. I feel like I've mastered it. I think where I was going wrong before was that the kitchen was just too cold. So it wasn't a me problem as such. It was our house is just freezing. And the thing is, in the summer it won't be as bad, but actually, saying that, our kitchen's pretty cold even in the summer. It just keeps heat away. I don't know. So it might be that even in the summer I need to find a warm space for it other than just putting it on the side in the kitchen. But anyway, I have done that by, what I do is for about 1 minute, I put the oven on while I just finish doing what I'm doing with the loaf, and then turn the oven off, and that residual heat just lasts all day inside the oven and means that it's warm enough to trigger a rise out of the dough before actually cooking it later on. So I've successfully mastered sourdough bread, very pleased with myself. But I don't need to make a loaf today, so what I will need to do instead is make something else using my starter, rather than just discarding it and putting it in the bin when I feed it. I will, you know, I want to make use of it. What I'm thinking is I will make a lemon loaf, not a loaf of bread, a cake, but in the shape of a loaf. And yeah, I've made one before. I don't know if I've done a very good job of this at all, actually. And it was really tasty, so I think I will do that. There we go. I have mended it. Hopefully that will hold. So where are we? That was under the arm. Can't even see where it was. That is not even a bad bit of stitching. Let's have a look at the other arm. No, that one's all right. I'm pleased with that. And that will go on to last and last. Perfect. I've been using these. They are by the Green Co, or the Green Company, and they are laundry sheets. The blue one here is a like fabric conditioner, and then the white one is detergent, and you just put 1 or 2, you see it's like split there, it's got a perforated edge. We live in a hard water area, so I'm going to put 2 in, and then a little fabric conditioner one as well. But it's all eco-friendly, so all natural ingredients of these, like it's like cellulose from plants or something, that you can feel it's like that, and then it all comes in cardboard, so recyclable. But yeah, I've been giving them a go, and actually it works really well, so there's a recommendation for you. If it's warm enough to hang this out, I'm going to go anywhere. They say if the ground is dry, you can hang your washing outside, so I'm going to do it. Right, so I am going to make a lemon loaf now. Now that the kitchen is feeling a little bit more put together. I haven't written it into much. So what I do is I look up recipes and try out different recipes on my phone. And then once I've found one and I've tried it and I really like it, then I will write it in my recipe book. And I forgot to write this in, so I'm going to do it now so that then you know what goes into it if you want to try it, and then I can just chop and speed through the actual thing rather than you having to watch the whole process to find out the recipe. So for a lemon loaf, I need 2 cups of flour. I'm assuming that's bread flour. Plain flour, or, you know, just bread flour is fine. Half a teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. And they are the dry ingredients. And you have wet ingredients of 8 tablespoons of butter, melted butter it says, 1 cup of cane sugar, so just white sugar, 2 large eggs, 1 cup of sourdough starter. You can see I put a hairband on. You can see it's almost doubled, so that's fine. Ready to use. 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. It says zest from lemon, don't skip. I skipped it. I'm going to put it in brackets. I'm such a rebel. Zest of lemon, don't skip. Skip it, it's fine. 1.5 teaspoons of lemon oil. Don't think I had lemon oil. I think I just used more lemon juice. I never follow recipes well. And then to make the lemon glaze, this is half a cup of powdered sugar or icing sugar and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. So then what you do is preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Hey Google, what is 350 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
350 degrees Fahrenheit is 176.667 degrees Celsius.
180 then, 180 degrees C. Melt the butter and allow it to cool. Grease your loaf pan or line with parchment paper. So what I need to do is melt butter. In the large bowl, combine the butter, sugar, eggs, sourdough, vanilla, lemon juice, the zest and the lemon oil. And then in another bowl, mix the flour, the salt, the baking powder and baking soda. Slowly incorporate the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients, don't overmix. Scrape the batter into a pan and then bake for 55 to 65 minutes and test it with a toothpick or whatever. Cool for 20 minutes and then you can add the glaze after cooling for 20 minutes. Perfect. It says don't skip the lemon zest, it adds bulk of the lemon flavour. Without it you end up with a quick bread and a whisper of lemon flavour. Nah, it was fine. You do you though. the oven. What I need to do now is feed my starter. I've poured what was remaining in the jar in a bowl. I've washed the jar. Now I'm gonna measure how much we had left over. 47. Double it with water. Oh, God. Okay. And give that a stir. And then the same again. Okay. And that, giving it a drink, giving it something to eat, and that will be ready to use again tomorrow to make another loaf of bread, which I will show you my loaf from yesterday. Very happy with it indeed. There we go. Very pretty, even got a bit of a pattern going on with it, so very happy with that. And we haven't broken into it yet because there's still a tiny bit left of the day before, but you can see it's just got the holes and it's just nicely risen and just nice and light. I'm really pleased with it. So I need to do some work now. I've got to look at not the agenda. Well, I do need to look at this week's agenda. I need to look at what was said at the last meeting, write myself some notes so that later on I don't come across as a complete weirdo, not knowing what the hell we spoke about at the meeting. And then I've got a post to finish writing, reviewing those laundry sheets. So I've got to write that up and send that off for approval. And just catch up with the emails. Oh, just getting so many emails at the moment. Obviously that's good for my job, but I find it so overwhelming just having to do it. No, that's stupid, because that's what working is. You have to do your job. But I really should be somebody who's won the lottery and not have to work. You know, and then I could just do what I wanted to do, which might be volunteer somewhere or do something physical. I think what it is the admin side of things I hate doing. Checking emails and replying to emails and all of that. I don't want to have to do any of that. I just want to do the job bit, which is the writing and the doing. Yeah, the admin side of things is just so lame. It was the same with teaching. I loved teaching the children. Being with the children was just the best job in the entire world. But the admin side of it, doing the planning and marking work, although it depended on what work you were marking, but you know, when you're marking for the sake of marking, because the school's policy is that you have to make sure you mark every bit, even though the children are 5 and they can't read, and they don't care what you've written, you have to mark it and all this nonsense. So the political side of teaching and the, you know, just paperwork, that's the bit that was the off-putter. But the actual doing the job, and it's the same with this. I love my job, but oh God, the admin side. But anyway, mustn't moan, because I know I'm very lucky to be able to just sit on my sofa and do this as a job. But yeah, I'd rather just lay on the sofa and do nothing. Done a little bit of work, but I'm so restless that I'm going to do the next thing on my list, which is to make dinner ready for later, because Wednesday is always a struggle anyway, because we don't get back from street dance until 6:15. Which means everything's later anyway, but I have to leave to go to my governor meeting at 6:45, and there is no way I can cook dinner and eat dinner in half an hour. So I'm gonna do it now so that then all we have to do is heat it up. The good news is though, that I've just thought, as I've said that out loud, Grace is going to a friend's house today, which means we don't have to wait for her to finish her dance. We'll actually be home at Williams 4 to 4, 34, 35, 50, about 5:30. So actually, I'll have a little bit extra time to heat it up and whatever, but I'm still gonna do it now. So just something easy on a Wednesday. We'll always just do pasta. Can't be doing with anything too tricky on a Wednesday. So just some pasta, and I'm just gonna make a tomato sauce to go with it. But then I'll cover it with a lid, and then it can just go in the oven later to warm up, and that'll be it. But yes, just need to get that done. The thingamabob's come out of the oven as well, so that is nice and baked, and I'm just going to wait for that to cool, and then I can make the glaze and put that in with all holes so that it all seeps in, but that can carry on cooling. Just do it all. Quick heat up later when we get home. That's fine. Sorted. If you remember last week, I said that I needed to find a dress because my sister's getting married and we've got the hen do coming up in, I think it's 3 weeks. And she has said that she would like all of the hens to be wearing black and she's going to wear white. So I've just had a look under my bed to see what do I already own, because I don't want to buy anything new, and I know that over the years I have amassed lots of, you know, occasion wear dresses. Whether they will fit me, I don't know. So I've picked out 3. There's this one that, I don't know if you can see, it's sort of got like it's got lace with like nothing there, if you know what I mean. So it's going to be like a gap of just lace and you can see my skin through it, and then a skirt. And I thought maybe, so there's 2 parts to the day. We're going to be making cocktails in the afternoon, and then we're going to be going to dance in the evening. So she sort of said have one cocktail dress, if you like, and then a dancing dress. So that one is cocktaily. This is in itself an actual cocktail style dress. I've worn this so many times. I must have bought it over 10 years ago, and I've worn it so many times, and it is just a really good one. It's a little bit short. I mean, it's not short, it comes to my knees, but I just really hate my legs right now, so I don't know, I'll try that on. So that's 2 options, and I only have 1 option as a dancing dress, and so if this doesn't fit, I'm just gonna have to wear, I hope to God that those 2 fit and that I can just wear them the whole day. It doesn't really matter, I don't need a change of outfit, it's ridiculous. But I'm hoping that this one will fit and all will be well, but let's try them on, and you can let me know in the comments which ones, you know, which you like. Okay, so this is the old favourite. I've had this for many, many years. Can't really see, but you can see it's a bit short. You know, not that there's anything wrong with showing a bit of leg, but I don't know, I just don't feel as comfortable. I'm not a size 8. I just, yeah, I don't, immediately I think I already hate it. I don't know. It's not horrid, but I feel so frumpy. I think, you know, when you gain weight, which, you know, this isn't a new thing. I've been this size for forever. But when you are over a certain size, I think it's quite easy to feel frumpy. I just feel really frumpy. Oh dear, oh dear. I've just put this one on and, oh my God. I don't think I'd realised how big I'd become. Like, you can just see from my arms, and like, I look like I'm pregnant. I've had a bit of a shock. I think you go through your days, I don't have a mirror in my bedroom. I don't really look at myself in the mirror. I just wear the same clothes over and over, and I hadn't quite appreciated the size I've become. And I've just had a bit of a shock. And I know it doesn't matter, like, your size, should be happy no matter what, blah, blah, blah. I've had a shock and I feel I can't wear this dress. Oh God. I've got the other dress on, but I'm not even going to show you. It looks awful. I've had such a shock. I feel like it's a positive thing that I don't look at myself in the mirror every single day. Because as a teen, I always did. I was obsessively looking at myself in the mirror all the time. And so it is good that I don't obsessively look. But as a result, I have now seen myself. I don't know what I'm going to do. None of the dresses look right. They don't fit me because they're just they're like a size 12. I'm probably now a size 16. I've had a really big shock. And the most depressing thing is I'm eating home-cooked food. I've cut out additives and all of that, and yet I don't know what to do. There's only 3 weeks to go. There's no making this better. And I don't have anything. I'm gonna have to, I don't even know. I actually don't know what to wear that will look flattering and make me feel better. I'm all for body positivity, I really am. And, you know, I am accepting of all shapes and sizes. But equally, I don't feel happy in my body. And I didn't realise it. I haven't seen myself. And I've seen myself today for the first time. And yeah, it's been a bit of a shock. You know, and as somebody who, you know, as a teen, I had some real weight issues and mindset issues, and I just feel really triggered. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I have nothing to wear now. And the most awful thing is I don't even know how to make this better. Because everything I have ever known about weight loss has been starve yourself and push yourself with exercise in a unenjoyable way. And I don't want to be like that. I had got better. Like, my mindset has just been just you know. But somewhere along the line, despite, you know, cutting out additives and making everything homemade, somewhere along the line, something's not healthy. I'm obviously doing something in such a way that I am just, I reckon I've gained like 2 stone in the last, I don't even know. And I don't know how to get to a point of feeling comfortable in my body again and how I see myself in the mirror without punishing myself and diet. I don't want to diet. I don't want my children to see me on a diet. I don't want them to see me pushing myself with exercise in an unhealthy way to, you know, I don't know what to do, because I feel like we don't walk as much as we used to. I appreciate that. We moved really far out, so we have to drive more. But healthy eating is like the whole point. That's what I've been doing. I've been making things so there's no more additives, and I don't feel like I eat anything like hugely massive portions. I don't know. I'm sorry. This isn't quite what I had in mind when I was going to try on the dresses. I just thought, oh, they'll look the same as they've always looked because I'm a size 12. Actually, no, I'm not. I look like I'm pregnant, and something has really gone wrong, and I don't know. I don't really know. I'm going to leave it there. Not quite how I wanted to end it. But yeah, I just feel like I need to, I don't even know. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there.